Hello and welcome to North Texas Now, the show that brings you exclusive coverage on all things entertainment. I'm Priscilla Presley.
And I'm Ariana Henderson. Today we are literally diving headfirst into all the excitement that the DFW Metroplex has to offer.
That's right. Now spring break is officially over now, but that doesn't mean the fun has to stop. We have a ton of fun things planned for the episode today and a lot of delicious food.
Oh, that is so right. But I must admit, it did take a little while for me to get back into the swing of things after spring break. I mean, our crew did some awesome stuff. Did you see the video online?
I know. I watched it and I got a little jealous, but it's okay. I think I'll get over it because we have a ton of fun stuff planned for the episode today.
Yes, from flying to skating and chowing down. We've got a little bit of everything to get you out of the post-spring break blues.
I'm so excited. I just can't wait to get started. I think that this episode of North Texas Now should start right now.
Excited. You know I love my food, but a little known fact about me is that I love an adventure.
I don't think that's any secret, Ariana. Remember last season when you did that skyline trapeze act? That was so cool and you were such a pro.
It was so much fun flying high in the sky. But you know, Loopy Zapata is actually going for a flight of his own right now.
That's so true. Loopy, what is going on over there?
Ariana and Priscilla. Now, the idea of falling thousands of miles out of a plane to the ground in the sky kind of terrifies me. But I am here today at iFly in Dallas, and I'm going to get that exact same feeling in their wind tunnel. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Now, I am here with Shelly Jackson. She is the Director of Sales and Marketing here at iFly. Shelly, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank you for being with us.
I'm excited. Now, Shelly, for somebody who doesn't know exactly what iFly is, if you could wrap it up in a couple of sentences, how would you describe iFly?
iFly is an experience of a lifetime. It is just like skydiving. It's just like jumping out of a plane, only it's safe, risk-free, fun, and exciting for all ages. We start flying at 3 years old. We go up to 103, and it's just an amazing experience.
Now, I know you have a past in skydiving, 580 falls. How does this compare to the real thing, thousands of feet up in the air?
It is just the true free fall experience as if you were to go skydiving. This is what we are bringing. We use the wind tunnels to train. So everything that you can do in the air is what you can experience here. So we'll train the military, we'll train skydivers. It's much more precise training, so we can create the true wind speeds that you would get in a smaller space, so you're really focusing on the fine-tuned details about the sport.
That is some powerful wind. What exactly are those wind speeds?
That's exactly right. We have our wind speeds range anywhere from 100 miles an hour up to 180 miles an hour.
Okay.
Typically, though, the first-time flyer or the regular customer will fly between 100 to 120 miles an hour, all certainly depending on their body size.
Okay, very cool. Now, training for military, and also, this is now a sport. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I can. The International Body Flight controls the indoor skydiving experience. We have a true progression in this sport where we're starting basically you start on your belly first.
Okay.
You move through the steps and learning all the way to hold your belly, turn right, left. You turn over to your back. It gets a little bit more of a challenge. And then you can transition to what we call a sit flying position where you're actually sit as if you were in a chair and do a sit fly, and then you can go vertical. You can go up down on your head.
Now, there's a lot of people here, a lot of fun. It looks like there's never a dull moment. What are some of the events that you guys have here?
Well, you know, I was a graduate of University of North Texas myself.
North Texas.
Go Green. And talk about a great place to bring a fraternity or a sorority or even a date night. We're flying at nighttime. We turn the lights off. We put the glow lights on the side of the tunnel. So it creates a really fun experience. So come on.
I've never had the opportunity to fly out of a plane before, thousands of feet, but I'm really excited. If you could give a first-timer like myself any pointers, what would it be?
Just relax, enjoy yourself. You're going to have a great time. Our instructor's going to take great care of you. Let's go try it out.
I'm excited, let's go. Okay, I just watched the instructional video here for iFly, and I'm about to go get suited up, about to get ready in the wind tunnel. I'm excited! If you're not up for falling thousands of feet to the ground out of a plane, iFly is definitely a more fun option. I had so much fun. Ariana, Priscilla, back to you guys.
Super jealous that you got to go indoor skydiving.
I know, that looks so cool. I think I would have been a little scared, but I could have done it because it looked so awesome.
Definitely awesome. But you know what else is awesome? Food.
More specifically, sweets. You can never go wrong with sweets.
And once again, you get to try them without me.
I know, I'm so sorry, but I'm so excited because I'm starting to get a little hungry. You know how I get when I'm hungry, so it's perfect timing. I'm gonna head over there during the break and we'll catch up with y'all after.
Stay with us. Before the break, Priscilla headed over to Stampede 66 to check out some of their most famous desserts. How's it going, girl?
That's right, Ariana. I'm here right now at Stampede 66 with the corporate pastry chef, Keith Seddertall. Thanks so much for inviting us back in the kitchen. I'm ready to get started.
That's good.
So what are we making today?
Well, we are making a butterscotch pudding, which is probably one of our most popular desserts here at Stampede 66. Pretty simple. All you need is 3 things, pretty much.
Okay.
You need
Now don't say too simple, because what if I mess this up? I'm not promising. I'm not the best in the kitchen.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
most people can do this. So it's pretty easy. All you need is some butterscotch candies, the
Okay.
ones that you kind of find at your grandmother's in your grandmother's purse.
Okay.
You got some heavy cream
Okay.
and some gelatin. And a little
Gelatin. This is
Yes, this is sheet gelatin. Most gelatin you find in stores is powder form.
Right.
But this is a sheet. Most of the people in the culinary world
Yeah.
use this, but you can use sheet gelatin as well. There's
Okay.
a ratio from using sheet.
yeah, because
to
when I think of gelatin, I just think of Jello.
Jell-O,
Yeah.
And a little bit of vanilla bean for flavoring. So.
Okay.
You just want to get started?
Let's get started. Okay.
So
What's the first step?
pretty much, first step is heating up some heavy cream.
Okay.
You're going to use about a quart of heavy cream. So we're going to heat that
So
up.
you just know exactly. You've done it so many times, you don't even
Yeah.
use it measuring
No.
anymore.
So what you're going to do is you're going to heat up the heavy cream.
Okay.
Now, so instead of sugar, we're going to use this for our sugar and our
Okay.
coloring. It's going to give it a slight yellow hue, but also it's going to add that sweetness that we want
Right.
and that butterscotch flavor. So we're going to add that in.
So did you come up with this?
Actually, when I came to Stephen Pyle's, I came in about 3 months after this restaurant opened. This dessert was already in place. I just kind of perfected it a little bit. So,
Okay. So this has been a favorite since the beginning.
Since the beginning. Correct.
Okay.
We're gonna add some vanilla bean now. With vanilla bean, you have
So are you just like?
you're scraping the seeds in the inside, and they
Okay.
say there's a million seeds in there, but
Oh yeah, because it just looks like it doesn't
Paste.
even. Yeah.
so
Wow.
once you dilute it, so you're just gonna heat that up, dissolve that butterscotch, and then
Uh-huh.
we're gonna add the gelatin.
Okay. Now you put the gelatin in some ice water.
Yeah. So what you want to do is you kind of want to hydrate this, as you can feel it a little bit.
Right.
It's starting to get a little bit pliable.
That feels so different.
Yes.
So different than what it looks like here.
Yeah, so you just want to hydrate this. And once it's hydrated, you're just going to squeeze all that extra water out and add it to your mixture.
Okay.
So once that mixture is hot, you want to add it while it's hot because this will dissolve.
So what does that do to the
This
mixture?
is going to give it that jello feel. It's going to give it a little bit of thickness and a little of that pudding feel. So that's what the gelatin's for. It's just to give it a little bit of the consistency and the...
Right, and how many sheets of gelatin do we add to that?
We're going to add about 4. So it doesn't take much. So about 4 sheets, but it's going to give it that pudding-like texture. What we do here, we put in a little bit of a piping bag.
So this is what it looks like
Yeah,
at the
so
end?
after you have your pudding, after you add your gelatin, you're going to want to cool it down. And then once it's cooled, you get this, I don't know if you guys can see, but you get a pudding-like texture.
Oh, wow.
We serve it in a little mason jar,
Okay,
and we put a little bit of sea salt at the bottom,
okay.
and so it's salted caramel. And then we just fill it up with the butterscotch pudding. And we just...
That looks so good.
Super easy and super fun, and we brand a little Stampede 66 and serve it with a little Longhorn Snickerdoodle,
A little snickerdoodle cookie.
and that's it.
That's
And
it.
that's our butterscotch pudding.
Oh my, and this is one of the favorites from the beginning.
We probably sell about 50 a night, so.
Wow.
Yes, I mean, it's easy, it's fun, and I haven't had any complaints on it. So not that I get many complaints on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine so. So, did you start here at Stampede 66?
My career-wise, I've been in the business for about 13 years. I started way back, probably when you guys were in elementary school. This has been probably one of the most, rewarding of the jobs I've had since I started. But it's been a long haul to get here, but it's cool.
Right. So you said that you did a lot of different jobs. Did you always know that you wanted to be a pastry chef?
No, at the beginning, I don't think I wanted to be a pastry chef. I wanted to be a regular chef. I wanted to be in the back, sautéing and grilling. And it wasn't until I did my internship, I realized that I kept on looking over to the pastry department, and they were, cool, clean kitchen, and I was sweating and cleaning out fish stock. I just had a knack for it. It was just, I went to a local cake shop here in Dallas, and after 3 months I was doing wedding cakes, so it just kind of came naturally to me.
So Stephen Pyles, he brought you on as the corporate pastry chef. Now, what does that title entail?
That title entails, we have 3 different restaurants for the moment.
And what are those restaurants called?
We have San Salvaje. It's our South American inspired restaurant. We have his flagship restaurant, Stephen Pyles, and that is modern fine dining and Texas cuisine. And then we have Stampede 66, which is a modern twist on Texas cuisine as well. But this is a more, laid back, kitschy, Texas, in your face kind of restaurant.
Right. So I think it's time that we go ahead and try the dessert that we made.
Okay. So what you want to do is go all the way down.
All the way down. So you don't want to just get the top.
You want to go get some of that caramel.
The caramel. Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Did I do it right?
Yeah, you did it right.
Okay. Oh my God.
Right?
That is so good.
Good. But my favorite part is you get
You
this
dip
noodle.
the cookie?
Either dip it, but I just like to crumble it a little bit on top. So
Oh my gosh. Oh, so I get another bite?
get another bite.
Okay. Did you say so? Oh my God. That is so amazing. I can't even explain it. We're all gonna sit here and try this. Ariana, back to you.
Priscilla, you sure know your way around that kitchen. You're gonna have to recreate some of those delicious desserts for our next ladies' night. But after the break, we are kicking things up a few more notches. You're not gonna wanna miss this.
Welcome back to North Texas Now. Now, before the break, I got to bust out some moves in the kitchen, and I had so much fun.
Oh my gosh, I do not know how you didn't eat everything in that kitchen. That food looked to die for, and you're gonna have to share all those recipes with me, girl.
Oh, I will, but not after we check out whenever you went to the North Texas Derby Revolution. You said you had so much fun, and you haven't stopped talking about it, so it must have been pretty cool.
Oh yeah, so why wait any longer? Let's take a look right now.
will, to keep your knees bent and your booty down and your chest up.
Chest up, booty down. Got it.
The only thing is you just want to bring it in a little tighter and make sure that it's totally facing that direction. And if that's scary for you, if it feels awkward, what are you doing? You got to drop down, because that's always what saves you from being off balance.
So I learned the basics, half of them, and I'm kind of up to par with Group 1 of the class. So I'm about to go join some other newbies, and we're gonna learn this together.
Positional blocking is where you don't actually hit, it's where you just kind of get your leg in front of them and you're on their body like this and you're controlling where they're going. Okay, so you come in and hit me like that. There you go.
I feel like I could get somebody real good with that one.
Wow, that was so cool. Those girls seem so nice, and you pick up on new skills so quick. I don't think I could do it.
Girl, you totally could do it, and they really were so nice and so helpful. And maybe I could try out for a team once I practice a lot more.
I think that you totally could, because I would be your #1 fan.
Thanks, girl. But the excitement doesn't stop here. Our NTN correspondent, Katie Berlin, is actually going to Steel City Pops right now.
That's right. They put a new spin on an everyday popsicle. It's so cool, and you don't want to miss it. Right after the break.
Welcome back to North Texas Now. So Priscilla, you know what my favorite thing about spring is?
What?
It's that much closer to summer.
That's so true. I love summer because that means snow cones and popsicles. And instead of getting the same old flavors, Steel City Pops is putting a new spin on an old favorite.
That is so right, and Katie Berlin is there right now getting the inside scoop. Or should I say sickle? What's up, girl?
Thanks, guys. That's right. I'm here at Steel City Pops with the general manager, Ryan Childress. Ryan, thank you so much for being here with us today.
My pleasure.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about Steel City Pops and what y'all are and what y'all do.
Sure. Yeah. Well, this business got started in 2012. We started in Birmingham, Alabama, which is known as the Steel City. A lot of people think of Pittsburgh, but Birmingham was founded because of steel, and that's kind of the Steel City of the South, kind of known as that. So we started in 2012. The Watkins family started it. They were on vacation in Nashville, Tennessee, and saw a popsicle place there called Las Paletas. And were really inspired by it, met the owners and really liked it. So they decided they wanted to open up something very similar. So in 2012, they opened their first one, expected just to have one little shop, and it exploded really quickly. So now there are about to be 6 in Alabama, and there are now 2 in Texas, and that number is going to grow very quickly as well.
That's so amazing. What makes Steel City Pops different than other popsicle or ice cream stores?
Well, there's not a whole lot of dedicated brick and mortars that serve popsicles. And a lot of people walk in, the first thing they say is, so all y'all serve are popsicles here? And in actuality, the only thing we can serve is popsicles here, because it takes every bit of our kitchen and every bit of our space to make them the way that we make them. So in the difference between like what you get here versus what you get in your grocer's freezer is a lot of things. One is you're getting all natural ingredients, scratch made, nothing artificial. There's not even preservatives in it, which pretty much everything that's in your grocer's freezer has to have preservatives because of the longevity that they're trying to get out of the product. But we're not trying to do that. We serve all of our pops within, well, most of them are within a day of making them. So they're super fresh and they're incredibly good just because of the quality ingredients that we put in them.
That's so cool. And so you were talking about a lot how the ingredients are so natural and there are no preservatives. There's a huge movement right now going into organic food and food with all natural ingredients. So how do you see Steel City Pops really expanding or being a part of this sort of movement?
Yeah, well, we very much believe in quality food. Organic is not something that, that word is not something that we have staking our claim on, and that's not something that every one of our pops fits into. And the main reason we don't is because we want to use local ingredients as much as possible. So we use peaches from right around Denton, actually, and they are absolutely incredible. We use watermelons locally around Fort Worth, and the longer we're here, the more local farmers we're going to start working with. But the problem is these small growers can't get that label of organic on their produce because it costs a lot of money to get that word put on there. So we very much value high quality food, but we also value local farmers and the quality food that they're creating.
That's awesome. Well, thanks so much. Now let's go try some popsicles. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Let's do it. All right, so what do we have set up for us today, Ryan?
Yeah, so I thought we would pour up a mold. So these are the molds that we use. Fits 23 pops in here, and we'll pour up a mold. I wanted to show you a little bit about the ingredients and stuff like that.
Awesome. They look so fresh. They look really fresh.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, doesn't get much fresher than this. These are fresh raspberries. We got some lemon zest. We zested this morning, fresh off the lemons.
Smells so good.
And then we have
Really
lemon
good.
juice here as well. So all of our pops are super simple. There's not a whole lot of ingredients because simplicity is really what you're looking for when you're using fresh ingredients. So this is about all that goes into it, and I guess I can show you how to pour it out.
Sure, I'd love that. Let's
Great.
do it.
So I'll do the first little bit, and then you can do some as well. But we'll just put a little whisk it a little bit. Make sure all the
That's a
ingredients.
giant whisk.
Yeah.
It's huge.
They make them bigger than that too. So we just kind of pour it in. And if you want to try it,
Yeah, sure.
just pour it until it hits. It's kind of heavy. You got it?
That's okay.
All right. I'll tell you when. You can kind of leave it in one spot even if you want.
Okay.
It'll
It
make
smells
its way.
amazing.
Yes, it does.
It's like the
All right, that's probably good right there.
most beautiful, perfect blend of raspberry and lemon.
Okay, so then what you do next is you even it all out. So you kind of let it pour down. And then you just kind of work it until it's
So
in
it's
all the
all
holes.
kind of
And then from there, we put some sticks in it, and then it goes into our freezers. You know, once it's frozen, then we pull them out, then we package them over here on this machine, and then they make their way up to the front.
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for
You're
showing me
very
how
welcome.
it works.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Great.
After all the hard work today at Steel City Pops, this is the finished product. And it is amazing. That's all I've got for you guys today. Ariana and Priscilla, back to you.
Wow, that looks so delicious. I can never think of unique ideas like that.
I know the best idea I've ever come up with is freezing fruit punch.
I bet that was still delicious. Anytime I ever try to make popsicles, they just don't come out of the cup, or the stick breaks off, or something goes wrong.
I think that's a sign that we should just let the experts at Steel City Pops handle making the flavors and the popsicles while we just enjoy them.
Agreed. Now, we had so much fun on today's episode, but if you didn't get enough NTN, our behind-the-scenes correspondent, Katie Drake, has you covered.
That is so right. You can check it out on Snapchat and YouTube for all your exclusive behind-the-scenes footage.
NTN airs Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. only on NTTV, and you can always catch us online at NorTexasTelevision.com.
We'd like to thank all of our awesome guests for joining us today, and of course, all you viewers at home. You can always catch us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for all of your latest NTN news. And until next time, remember North Texas.
Now is what you make it.